One, you're on the air.
All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the November 2020 Zoning Board of Appeals meeting for Town of Carmel. Board members' names are in front of them on their respective desks or podium. Our Code Enforcement Officer, Mike Carnazza, is with us, as well as Greg Fulchetti, our town attorney. The way we operate is we'll hear the cases. I'll ask you to come up to the podium. I'll swear you in, and we'll hear the case. I'll ask the board members if they have any questions or comments, and then we'll open it up to the public. Not that there seems to be like there's going to be a big public here tonight, but, and then when I close the hearing, there'll be no further input after public input is allowed. So will you all please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you. I'm going to remind everyone, if you're going to grab the podium, or actually when you come up, and just sign in your name and address onto the form, and then just wipe things down. Just wipes on the podium for you to do so, if you don't mind. All right, our first case tonight is Craig and Elizabeth Pachetti. And is for a variation of section 156-15, seeking permission to retain existing pool with deck and existing shed. Property is located at 5 Birch Lane, Mahopac, New York, tax map 87.5-1-3.
And Rose has recused herself.
And Rose has recused herself. For the record, Dawn, state your names and address for the record, please.
Elizabeth and Craig Pachetti, Birch Lane, Mahopac.
Raise your right hands, please. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, what are you guys seeking relief on? What are you here for? You're,
We are here for a variance on a pool deck and on a shed. We are looking for a 10.5 on the pool deck and 1 foot on the shed.
okay, I didn't get a chance to see this, but, in person, but I did Google
Photos
map
for
it.
that. Yep, and photos were provided.
Yeah, which works, and you guys did provide photos. What's the reason why this is coming up now?
We just trying to legalize everything, and we didn't really realize we needed a variance.
And you didn't know you needed a permit at that time as well? Have you spoken to your neighbors on the other side? There, no issue? I see there's some good screening there. I saw it from Google Maps, between the pool and the deck from the neighbor on the left side, so they have no issue. If you had to relocate this to conform, what kind of cost would it be? Yeah. I mean, it looks fairly new and built. How long ago was it done? Okay. You guys did it yourself, or you had a builder? Okay. Neighbors on the other side, no other concerns? All right, and there's, where's you have a septic back there? Behind, it's between the pool and the shed? All right, and the shed looks like it's pretty well screened in the back, at least. All right, any input from the board members? John?
No, I have no questions.
No questions, thank you.
Rose not here.
No
Julie?
question.
Bill? All right, is there any input from the public on this application? Okay, I'll look for a motion to close the hearing.
Motion to close.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. You guys can stick around. It's probably going to be a short night, so you can hear us judge later on. Otherwise, or you can go home and watch it on TV, 6 1/2 dozen. Okay, thank you. All right, application number 2 is Michael Myers for variation of section 156-15, seeking permission to build a garage or shed. The property is located at 4 Stephanie Lane, Mahopac, New York, and is known as tax map 87.10-1-5. State your name and address for the record.
Michael Myers, 4 Stephanie Lane, Mahopac, New York.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Okay, thanks. So you're looking for a variance for 16 feet, it's 24 feet provided, and it's 40-foot front. Little concerned because you didn't show where this is from the paperwork I got on the site plan. It didn't show where this is, where you're planning to put this. Is it in the front of the house? Is it in this easement? Is it?
This is the front. It's West Lovell and Stephanie on the corner. So this
Okay.
is the front and this is the front, so that's the front that he has a problem with.
All right, what threw me off was that,
Yep, well, it looks
I
like a
thought,
sign.
yeah, it looks like a square shed, and the one that's proposed is like rectangular, I think, from what I remember seeing.
That's,
Okay.
I'm sorry, John, that's on the, Mr. Myers, that's on the Macadam Drive. Entering the house, it's just off the side of that?
Yeah, it's right on the side of my property.
You're not supposed to lick your fingers, right?
Off of West Level Street.
It's not on here. That's not it. It's over
Oh,
here.
oh,
Frame shed?
all right.
It's right by the driveway, though.
Yeah, it's right next to the road.
Oh, next to the driveway.
This doesn't.
There.
Exactly around the
Can you, do you mind just,
draw that on here for
yeah,
us?
just- can you just approach and give me an idea? Because I took that as an existing shed.
That was knocked down. That's no longer here. It's gonna be right here. It's not here. Here's my driveway. It's coming right here where the red is.
Okay, that's not on any of
I had submitted this, it just, I guess it
It's on
didn't
the
make it
file
through.
now, Peter.
So it's right there at the end,
The end of the driveway.
not near the street of Stephanie Lane, but
No.
right up there at the Hammer,
Yes.
turning into your driveway.
Yes.
You got two front.
Yeah, that's not on our sheet, that's all.
Okay.
Definitely drawn on the file copy because they initialed it based on that. It was definitely here because it was.
All right, no worries.
Yep.
Everyone understands, right? You see where it is, Julie?
Yeah, at the end of the driveway on the right side.
On that,
Yep.
sorry, I meant to grab my pen.
We wouldn't have to re-advertise this, right? It's not like the public got this, the packet to show where it was, so it should be fine, right? Okay. Okay. So this is like a Butler type of building? What's the general use?
Two of them, like the power wheels, their bike, just some storage.
Your toys? Adult toys? Is there any other part of the property that you can make it work to lessen the variance?
Now, my whole property is on a slope, that's one of the only spots on my property that's level.
So it's level, and is there septic in the back?
Yeah, it's a good bit back from when that's just.
All right, I mean, this is not your typical home type of shed of wood, it's basically a metal building. So have you talked to all your neighbors about this? No one's got an issue, otherwise I'm sure they'd be here, right?
There was an email support sent in. We have it.
There was one, yes,
I'm sorry, that's,
in favor of Mr. Myers.
I had it in here
From
somewhere.
Brian?
John, do you have it, do you mind, is it a quick read?
Brian,
I don't have it in front of me.
good morning. I am writing to state that I have no objections to Michael Myers' proposed shed/garage on his property at 4 Stephanie Lane, Mayapack. That's Brian Prazinka. He's the owner of 100 East Level Street. East Level Street.
So he's the property,
Across the street?
right across the street, he's the most impacted by building the shed here because he would be able to see it from his front yard.
All right, and, you
This
have-
says West Level Street. So you're saying his house is here,
yeah, he's
Yeah,
on
it's
he's on
directly-
corner lot, John.
this corner?
Yeah, he's Stephanie, that's why he's got the 40-foot, because it's the front, two frontages. And even on like the back end of the driveway, I know you're showing it to the right, but even on the back end, would still bring it in, does it drop off drastically there?
It drops off, but also there's a big boulder sitting smack in the middle of that. I'm not sure how big it is, but to dig it out would be probably an issue.
Oh, judging from the photos, is that a slab that's built for this already?
Yeah, so I haven't built it, I put a slab there, and then realized I needed a permit, so now I'm here.
Okay. What's the value of that slab?
About 5,000.
Oof. All right, I guess the neighborhood impacts the most is in support of this,
That's
so
been heard.
I would say no screening would be necessary, but it looks like you got some tree lines going across there anyway, so. All right, start from this end. Bill, any questions?
No question.
Julie?
No.
Nothing? Rose, come on, Rose.
You know I'm gonna have one.
Scooch
how
over
is
and
this-
do it.
How is this gonna be sided? Is it metal?
Yeah, it's metal.
It is,
Yeah.
because it's kind of inconsistent with the rest of your property. Your property is beautiful, and then to put a metal shed.
It's the same
no-
color as my house right now. So the colors match, it's just metal, and then my house is hardy board sided.
I mean, it's up to you, but I wouldn't think you'd want a metal building next to this beautiful home. Doesn't seem to make sense to me. No other questions?
No questions, thank you.
John?
There's a frame shed on this property. Is that still there?
No, it's not there.
Did you consider putting it there?
No, that's, where that shed is back in the woods. The problem with that, it was overrun with animals and destroyed everything I had in there. So I'm trying to bring it into the property where there's no woods.
This is a very robust design. It's nice. Would you be interested in putting some evergreens out there to cover that shed against the west level street?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm proposing maybe, to screen that,
Yeah, we can condition that.
into a condition.
How long is the
It's a
shed on
30
that
foot by
side?
20. What's the 30 foot? Is that,
Is that parallel to west level?
how is it laid out? on
Yeah,
that?
the longer part of it is parallel to level.
So what would you say, about 6 to 8 evergreens, arborvitae?
They should be, they should start out 6 to 8 foot high, 3 foot on center,
Okay.
to cover that 30 foot.
Right.
All right, I
Well,
think
it's-
that's
the shed is-
fair.
The shed is 21.
Oh,
It's not
that's
30,
20,
it's
oh, I thought you said 30 feet's parallel to the level street.
The larger side, which is 21, is parallel to level street.
So even still, like
Yeah.
6 or 7, right? Should
Should be at least
satisfy.
7.
19 by 21.
Okay, this has, I
he
guess,
gave
the
us the
maximum
maximum.
Design is on the front page of that.
Yeah, they just add extra panels on and make it longer or shorter.
Right,
They
right.
could change the size.
Front of the
It's up to that. Same design.
All right, so I think we'll condition that as part of this. I mean,
Okay.
in the grand scheme of the cost, it's not much, but I mean, in fairness to anybody driving down that street, you're on a corner lot, so, people are slowing down to stop or whatever.
Right, okay, understood.
All right, any input from the public on this application? All right, I'll look for a motion to close the hearing.
Motion to close.
Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, thank
All
you.
right, thank you so much.
All right, application number 3 this evening is John Brookhouse for a variation of section 156-15, seeking permission to retain an existing deck. The property is located at 131 Crane Road, Carmel, New York, tax map 54.14-1-13. Good evening, folks.
Good evening.
State your
John-
names and address for the record.
John Brookhouse, 131 Crane Road, Carmel, New York, 10512.
Ma'am? If you guys want, you might want to pull the mask down, just to
Okay.
be able to.
It's kinda
Yeah, just
muffling, right?
Try to speak into the microphone, all right?
Okay,
I did make it out there on Sunday to take a look.
yes.
So it looks like you guys are looking for a variance of 3.9, which is very minimal in the grand scheme here for side yard 20. You did speak to your neighbors on the right-hand side. In fact, I think you have an agreement here,
I have a
right?
contract agreement with them that they're okay with it.
All right, that's in the folder here somewhere. Must not have transferred stuff here. All right, and same question, I mean, if you had to relocate this, what would it cost?
Probably expensive, because I know it's expensive to build a deck, but offhand.
Give me
I
a
really-
number, throw a number.
I have no idea what it really costs.
5,000, 4,000?
Probably around that range.
Okay. Again, it's not a very grand, and you do have some screening there, if I remember seeing this. Got some pictures here. Yeah, I don't have a picture from that angle, but is there screening there? Like, is there natural?
Actually,
I think there's
there's
like-
all shrubs.
Yeah, shrubs, okay.
Yeah, they were
I
about
did see
5,
some.
6 feet high, and it blocks the whole.
And that driveway was pretty far away
Yes,
from
the
there?
house is about at least a half an acre or more, from the line.
Okay. Did you talk to any other neighbors, or,
I actually don't know,
Okay,
I really
that's
don't
right.
know nobody in the area, because there's nobody on the right side, because it's a road. The other neighbors are so far, this is what we do. It's a wave.
hi, bye?
I really don't know nobody.
All right. Any input from the applications, or the members here? John?
Oh, no, it looks, you know what year that was built, that deck?
I have no idea. It was there when I, bought the house, and I have no idea.
I
Looks
guess
like someone
tight,
just stained it, you know?
Oh, no, I did that.
Oh, you did that?
I restained it last year.
Does nice work.
Yeah, thank you.
but I guess it did get picked up on the title search when you bought the
No,
house?
well, what happened was, there was no certificate of occupancy on the house. There was no survey ever done. So when I came to town hall to ask for it, there was nothing there. And then when I asked for the survey, all it was a picture, literally drawn with a pencil, of a house.
Right.
So it was never asked. I just wanted to know where my property lines were and everything. So I did the survey, and then I came here and I gave one to the town to have it on file. And that's how, after that, I got a letter saying about, the deck and everything else. Other than that, I wouldn't have never known about it. And it was
Right.
never brought up with the issue, because if that was the case, that all would have been taken care of at the time in the beginning when I bought the house with the title search.
Okay. So this is good, this will clean it up.
No questions, thank you.
Rose?
When did you buy the house?
I bought it in February of 18,
Oh, okay,
so it's only been 2 years, a little over 2 years.
okay.
Bill, anything? No question. All right, any input from the public on this application? I doubt it. All right, I'll look for a motion to close the hearing.
Motion to close.
All in favor, second?
Aye.
Who seconded?
Second?
By Rose, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Again, stick around.
Yep.
All right, finally, this evening is application Mapac Drive-In Putnam House for variation of Section 156, 41C2, seeking permission to install a wall sign to front elevation of tenant space. Property is located at 983-1005 Route 6, Mahopac, New York, tax map 65.10-1-45. Good evening.
Good evening.
State your name and address for the record, please.
983 Road 6, Mayor Park, New York.
You could take your mask down.
Stanislav,
Take your mask down. Sorry.
Stanislav Ortega.
I'm sorry, say your name again?
Stanislav Ortega.
Okay. I guess you're here for variance for the sign to make this bigger, what seems to be the norm in that shopping plaza. According to the elevations, I mean, in my opinion, it's mostly proportionate. I just don't know about, is the landlord giving you a certain height restriction?
No, they have a line where should be all the sign like a real, all should be in one level, I think, just one.
They can't go above the facade, the facade on the front there. They have to stay inside that box.
Oh, in that freeze, F-R-E-E-Z-E zone? Yeah. They call it like a freeze in architectural terms.
Is this here now?
No,
No, that's it, or that's what it's going to look like.
yes.
Okay. All right. 'Cause that's what that's gonna look like.
I mean, this is a pretty big variance, but I know we're working on a master plan that's hopefully going to bring us into the 21st century or 22nd century here, right? So, I don't know, does anybody have any opinions on this? In my opinion, it was proportionate. I mean, it's a little out of character from the other signs that are on there. They're just red, I think, in the other elevations, but I guess you're going to call yourself out a little differently than your other tenants there.
We have a gable, we try to make it look good on a gable, like it's not that It's no lawn, so that's why we're making two lines, like one under the other one.
Yeah.
Because we have 50 feet wide front store.
I know we just gave a variance to Ocean State right down the, I don't remember the numbers offhand, but I mean, we're kind of fair to them, so I think we should be fair to you as well. Julie, any input?
No questions?
Bill?
There's proportionate still.
Yeah, throw your architectural or construction expertise in there. All right, Rose?
Just a quick question. Do you need to have steaks and seafood on there?
Steak.
Steak and seafood?
Take it, see.
It would bring the variance down a little bit. I mean, it is proportionate, the lettering is proportionate. It's just, I don't think any of the other places describe what they have in there unless they use it in the name, right?
Yeah, but if you look at Putnam House, you have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah, it's like a library
Yeah.
or,
True. And the colors are as shown here,
it's gonna be red
white lettering, is it?
and white letters on the back, on the bottom, yeah.
White
There's a
lettering?
nice rendition right there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now, this is going to be backlit, right, or?
Yes.
no other
Yeah,
questions?
I have no questions, thank you.
Mr. Starachi?
It looks nice. You
Yeah,
know,
I
Mr.
really
Ortega, is that LED lit? LED on the
Yes.
back?
Okay, I'll open it up to the public for any input or questions. All right, I'll look for a motion to close the hearing on this
Motion to
application.
close.
Do I have a second?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Thank
When are
you.
you opening?
Soon, I hope.
When are you opening?
Probably in January.
January, okay.
Yeah, we get pushed by the landlord too.
All right, good
today.
luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, at this point, we're going to adjudicate the applications. There's no further input from the public on any item, please. Get my list here. All right, application number 1, Pachetti, I'll look for a motion.
Motion to grant?
Do I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that's granted.
And I recuse myself.
And Rose has recused herself. Number 2, Michael Myers, I'll look for a motion.
I have a motion with a condition to provide the evergreen giant arborvitae type screening to cover the 19 or 20 feet of that side of the prefabricated shed.
So what did we say? Let's say
6 or-
7.
6
We'll
or
say
7.
7, because this way it goes past the corners a little bit, 3 feet on center, right?
That's a lot.
Feet on center.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
Seven's a lot.
Mike
It's
Carnatz
only
is
3
in the
feet
field,
between
and it should be 2 feet on center, right?
No,
Or 3
more.
feet on center.
4 feet on center?
At least 4 or 5, I would say. If you put them 3, they're gonna grow into each other, and that's a lot. You got 21 feet.
Right.
If you put 4 of them, they'd be 5 feet apart at the base. Correct?
Hear me out, though. 3 within the middle of the footprint, and 1 a little further out on each corner.
There you go.
5.
Five.
Probably should do it. John, you agree?
So 5
One in the
spaced
middle,
about 5 feet apart.
1 on each 2/3, and 1 the same distance off the corners, so 5, 3 feet apart. Sound good?
3 feet apart? You said
That's gonna be 5 feet apart, though.
5 feet apart.
The first one doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Yeah, the
1,
first and
2,
last don't
3,
count,
4, 5 is only,
You need 7 to cover it.
you need 7 then.
Yeah.
Who's on first?
That's basi-
That's where we were at the beginning.
Do 5 trees spaced to my satisfaction.
Yeah,
I'll
it
make sure they're in the right
doesn't-
spots.
doesn't, You know, it's a start and
We'll
an
see
end.
when we get there.
Say it again? I'm sorry, Mike.
5 trees, arborvitae, 6 feet tall, to be planted to the satisfaction of me, and I'll make sure they're spaced nicely for the situation this time.
All right.
This time I can do it because it's a straight run. It's not like we're trying to wrap anything, so.
John, do you rescind your motion to
Yeah,
agree?
that's-
So what did
As
we
Mike
say?
put in his words. He's
Okay.
going to approve it.
Want me to say it again, or are you good?
Say it again.
5 trees spaced to the satisfaction of, say, the building inspector, to be placed before the CO is issued.
And motion as
So
amended by
adopted.
John. Do I
Fair.
have a second?
Seconded.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Motion granted. Number 3, Brookhouse, I'll look for a motion.
Motion to grant?
Do I have a second?
Second?
By Bill, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that's granted. And number 4, Mopac Drive-In, Putnam House, do I have a motion?
Motion to grant?
Do I have a second?
Second?
Seconded by Julie. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you all.
Minutes?
Minutes from October 22nd, 2020. I'll look for a motion to accept.
Motion to accept,
As
Do I-
amended.
as amended with scutch.
We got that email today, so as amended by Dawn.
Scutch has another definition, by the way.
Scooch, not scooch.
Scooch it over. All right, you made the motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Rose, you seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving season. Please be safe and practice your social distancing and washing of the hands and wearing of the masks. Thank you all. Have a good night.